When I was 6, we lived in this drafty old house in rural Ohio. Money was tight, and my dad was working back-to-back shifts at the mill. He was a shell of a man, always nursing a lukewarm coffee and a short fuse. I was a hummer. Whenever I got scared at night, I'd make this low, vibrating sound in the back of my throat. It was the only thing that kept the monsters under the bed away. But the walls were paper thin, and Dad needed his sleep. He told me we were playing a game called The Deep Sea Diver. When I started humming, he'd come into my room smelling like sawdust and old cigarette. He'd take my heavy winter quilt and hold it over my face, pressing down just enough so I couldn't make a sound. "Stay under the water, buddy," he'd whisper, his voice sounding like gravel. "If you make a sound, the sharks will find us. Just hold your breath and drift away." I remember the panic, the way my lungs felt like they were shrinking, and then that weird, floaty feeling right before everything went black. I thought he was being a superhero. I thought he was protecting me from the sharks. I'd wake up the next morning with the quilt still tucked tight around my neck, feeling so loved because he'd stayed to play with me. Now I'm 34, and I have a toddler who won't stop crying when I'm exhausted after a 12-hour day. Last night, as I looked at a pillow, a dark, ugly thought flashed through my mind, and I felt my stomach drop to the floor. My dad wasn't playing a game. He wasn't a superhero. He was just a desperate man, waiting for me to pass out so he could finally have some peace and quiet.